Subscribe to our YouTube channel to become a part of our growing YouTube community and to learn English effectively.
Hello, Kith, can you and Alice come around this evening? We prefer your coming.
I think we would be able to make it. What time shall we come?
About 7 o'clock.
Shall we bring anything? Some wine?
No, not really. Just bring yourselves. We would like to your presence. Is it true that rice is the staple food in most of Southeast Asia?
I'm not an expert, but that's the impression I have.
Is rice your staple food, too?
Needless to say, as a Westerner, it's bread.
Tom, aren't you a little too old to be trick-or-treating?
What are you talking about? Where is your Halloween spirit? Didn't you ever dress up in a costume and go around the neighborhood trick-or-treating with your friends?
Of course, I did, but when I was 10. Trick-or-treating is for kids, plus, I'm sure people will think you're a kidnapper or something, running around with kids NCP at night.
Whatever, I'm going next door. I heard Mrs. Robinson is giving out big bags of M&Ms.
You must be feeling terrible for Mary.
Yes, she's been like this for 2 weeks.
I'm worried that she can't catch up with her class.
So am I. The doctor says she'll get over in a month.
What's up, buddy? You look so upset.
I just broke up with a girl. Why didn't she understand that I loved her?
I'm sorry to hear that. What's your conflict?
I don't know. She always said I didn't love her, but I did.
Did you think about talking to her again? Maybe she is waiting for your call.
I have asked for a talk again, but she refused and said she wanted to be quiet.
Come on, guy. Maybe she isn't your right person. So you're traveling around the world, aren't you?
That's right.
When did you arrive here?
Last night.
Did you have a good journey?
Yes, I enjoyed it very much.
Where have you been on this trip?
Let me see. Yes, I've been to England, France, Germany, Italy, and now I've been in Spain.
Really? How long will your holiday last?
2 weeks.
All these countries in 2 weeks?
That's right.
How do you think people get their personalities?
I think it's mainly from the environment a person lives in.
Don't you think people get their personalities from their parents?
No, but parents control a lot of the environment that kids grow up in, so they certainly influence their kids' personalities a lot.
So why do you think many kids have personalities that are so different from their parents?
Maybe when they become teenagers, they want to be completely different to their parents.
You might be right. I guess most parents want their kids to be like them, but kids today grow up in a different environment. You know, they know much more about the world from the internet, newspapers, and TV.
Do you think that teenagers get a lot of their bad behavior from TV and movies?
Maybe some of it. I think a lot of people blame TV and movies when the real problem is that the parents aren't bringing their child up correctly.
Parents have a difficult job. They have to bring up their children and usually have to work too.
Yes, that's true. Your son is doing well at school, isn't he?
Yes, he is. He's very hard-working when he's at school. Then he comes home from school and does homework before dinner. After dinner, he goes out with his friends.
So, he's not a bookworm? It's good that he has an outgoing personality. Some kids are very quiet and introverted. You wonder they'll survive in the real world without their parents to support them.
What is wrong with Peter? He sure looks unhappy.
His girlfriend dumped him, and he is tearing his heart out over her.
How foolish he is. The girl is inviting. She often makes a pass at boys.
Love is blind, you know.
Hi. My name's Abby. What's your name?
I'm Colin. It's nice to meet you. What do you do?
I'm a freelance English teacher. How about you?
I'm in between jobs at the moment.
What kind of job are you looking for?
I'd like to find a job with flexible hours in the IT field.
Have you ever thought about becoming a freelance IT consultant?
No. Is it difficult to find such a job?
Not if you are good at networking. Do you like to meet new people?
Yes. I'm pretty outgoing and friendly.
Do you have experience in the IT field?
I have some. I worked in the IT department at a language school for 4 years in Spain.
Do you speak Spanish?
Yes, but not fluently.
That's okay. Have you sent your CV out to anyone yet?
I've sent my CV to dozens of companies but nobody has got back to me.
Did you write a clear objective in your resume?
No, because I didn't know what I wanted to do.
I think you need to update your CV. Bring it over to my office tomorrow and I'll help you with it.
Thanks, I will. I'll see you tomorrow then.
That one looks pretty big. Are you going to keep it?
Of course. I always keep what I catch.
Not me. I like to throw back what I catch.
If it's within the legal limit, I prefer to keep it.
I hear you and James are engaged at last.
Yes, we are.
When are you getting married?
In the spring.
Oh, lovely. Where's the wedding going to be?
Well, we're not sure yet, probably in St. Albans.
Oh, yes. Your parents live there, don't they?
Yes, that's right.
Where are you going to live after you're married?
We're going to buy a flat or a small house somewhere in South London.
Are you going to give up your job?
Yes, probably, but I may look for another one when we're settled in.
Do you know much about computers?
Not a great deal.
I've just been reading an article about them. They'll be used for all sorts of things now.
For accounting system and things like that, you mean?
Yes, but they are used for other things, too. Do you remember when we went to buy a ticket for the flight to Paris?
Yes.
The man asked where we want to go. Then he typed out the information on the form and waited for a reply. A few moments later, he gave us 2 tickets.
Of course, his machine must have been connected to a computer.
That's right. What date is it today?
Why?
Look at the girls in the street. They all have bunch of flowers. Is it Valentine's Day?
Oh, yes. I completely forgot about it.
Did you have a fight with Jack?
No. But now he'll be in trouble. What's a boyfriend for? To forget about Valentine's Day?
Come on, dear. You forgot it, too.
You know, it's okay for a girl to forget these big days. But for a guy, to do that is unforgivable.
Is that your phone?
Oh, it's Jack. Excuse me.
Wow, good timing.
He asked me out to a dinner tonight. How about joining us?
Come on, three's a crowd.
So what?
Just go. It's Valentine's Day. What are you reading? You've had your nose buried in that book since last night.
This book is so good. I just can't put it down. It's called The Power of One.
I haven't read a book like that for as long as I can remember.
Me either. From the very first page, this author just pulled me right in.
Can I read it when you're finished?
Yes. I'm in the last chapter now and it is just gripping.
Don't tell me anything about it. I want to read it for myself.
Okay. But be prepared for an all-nighter. I doubt you will want to put it down either.
Hi, Anna. I haven't seen you for ages. Where have you been?
I've been away on holidays for some time.
No wonder I haven't seen you recently. Where did you spend your holidays?
I went with my husband. Our first stop was Bangkok. We stayed there for 5 days. Then we flew to Hong Kong, stopover for 3 days. Our last stop was China. We visited the Great Wall.
You must have a wonderful time.
Yes, we enjoyed ourselves very much. Have you traveled much, Luke?
No, my wife doesn't like traveling. We haven't been traveling for more than 10 years. The first time we traveled together was in 1978 when we just got married. We spent our honeymoon in the Alps.
Guess what? I know something you don't know.
What's that?
How many planets are there in the solar system?
That's easy. Everyone knows that there are 9.
Not anymore. Can you believe it? They've decided that Pluto is not a planet anymore.
Nice try. I wasn't born yesterday, you know.
I'm dead serious. They've decided that it's too small to be a planet, but actually they haven't yet agreed on how big something has to be in order to be a planet anymore.
That sounds crazy. But they can't just change their mind about things like that.
Yes, they can. If you remember correctly, people used to believe that the world was flat.
I suppose you're right. They also used to think that they were so important that the sun revolved around them, not the other way around.
We actually know relatively little about space and the cosmos.
Do you think that we'll one day be able to travel to another planet for a vacation?
I suppose we could actually live on a planet outside of the Milky Way.
Do you think we'll ever get to meet an alien from outer space?
I hope not. I think they would be a threat to those of us that lived on the Earth.
You're so old-fashioned. That's what people used to think about people from another country.
Point taken. Hopefully one day, we'll live in an interplanetary society.
Our mission is to help you learn the English language. We have created easy-to-follow, free educational materials for those seeking knowledge of English.